If you'd like more content, head over to my website, faithfullygrowing.com, for a link to 25 of my most popular guided IFS meditations. Welcome to another episode of IFS Meditations and Insights, a podcast exploring personal growth through the lens of internal family systems. I'm Tim Fortescue, your guide on this journey, an IFS trained practitioner dedicated to nurturing spiritual wholeness and healing. In this compassionate space, we delve into self-discovery, uncovering inner wisdom. When we embrace all parts of ourselves with love, we can better receive divine love and extend it to others. My hope is that what I discuss here will illuminate your path, bringing you inner peace and a deeper connection to the sacred. Together, we'll learn how IFS gently transforms our relationship with ourselves and the world. So settle in, open your heart and mind, and let's dive into another episode. Today, we're going to delve into the nuanced concept of burdens in internal family systems, or IFS. And I'm going to try to do that with an open and eager sense of curiosity. I hope you can join me on this journey as we look into understanding how these burdens influence our inner parts and tend to disrupt emotional harmony. In the context of IFS, parts may become extreme due to their burdens, and these are deeply ingrained negative beliefs, emotions, sensations, or energy that originate from past traumas and life experiences. In my training, they were thought of as akin to a computer virus that infects and distorts the proper functioning of software. In a similar vein, burdens can shift a part's function away from its original beneficial purpose and towards something more destructive or hindering. It's crucial to acknowledge that the goal within IFS is not to expel or discard the part carrying the burden. Remember, there are no bad parts, right? Rather, it's to compassionately remove the burdens themselves. By achieving this, IFS strives to liberate parts by helping them unburden from these extreme roles, by helping to alleviate the heavy emotional loads they carry around, often like chains. And this liberation enables them to resume their natural roles within the individual's internal system. The IFS model also acknowledges burdens that have been transmitted across generations, and these are known as legacy burdens. These are issues and patterns inherited from one's ancestors that continue to affect the current generation. Cultural burdens, on the other hand, emanate from society at large or specific group affiliations. They encompass the often unspoken expectations, norms. While any part can experience a variety of negative emotions, beliefs, or sensations, there are typical burdens that tend to be associated with each role within the IFS model. So let's take a look at each one. First, the exiles. Exiles often carry intensely painful feelings such as deep-seated shame, pervasive fear, a crippling sense of helplessness, profound despair, feelings of worthlessness, traumatic memories that haunt them, a persistent sorrow, fragility that makes them feel as though they might break at any moment, and a hollow emptiness that seems to echo within. And then you have our protectors. First, the managers. Managers shoulder burdens that manifest as feelings or overwhelming responsibility that never seems to go away. Guilt over real or imagined shortcomings simmering anger at situations beyond their control, constant worry gnawing at them, high levels of anxiety that keeps them on edge, and an all-consuming fatigue from their tireless efforts to keep everything in order. And then those firefighters growing from the need to extinguish emotional fires, grapple with their own set of burdens, such as acute stress that threatens to overwhelm, anger that flares in an attempt to protect, and shame that creeps in after their actions, and guilt that weighs heavily on them. And then finally, a fatigue that comes from the relentless battle against distressing emotions. And by understanding and compassionately addressing these burdens, IFS offers a path towards healing and restoring balance within our internal system. It empowers individuals to reclaim their authentic selves and live with greater emotional well-being and harmony. Burdens are real, but with an IFS perspective, parts don't have to carry these burdens. They can unburden when they're ready and know that they're not alone, that they have an inner team to journey with. Well, that wraps up another episode of IFS Meditations and Insights. I hope you found today's episode helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with anyone else who might benefit. Additionally, please leave a positive review. This helps new listeners find the podcast. And if you want more wisdom and meditations, head over to my website, blog.faithfullygrowing.com. And there you can find a categorized list of IFS meditations and insights, and it's completely free. Finally, I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the podcast. Feel free to reach out anytime by emailing me at tim@faithfullygrowing.com. Thanks again for listening and for being a part of this community. Remember to approach yourself and others with compassion. We're all doing the best we can with the tools we have. And I look forward to our next time together. And until then, take good care of yourself. Stay curious if you can, and try to welcome all the parts that you encounter on your journey.